In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a foundation look like skin. If you're interested, then keep on watching. Starting off, you know this trend that has been going around here on YouTube, having a foundation or wearing makeup that looks like skin but better. This is my bare face without makeup and my face is washed. First off, before applying your makeup, you want to make sure that you exfoliate your skin to remove the dead cells off your skin. My skin is actually really dry. I'm going to exfoliate my skin to take off the dry dead skin cells. Before applying your makeup, you want to make sure that you have a good skincare regimen, because one, our skin is different and we all have different things or different reasons why we apply makeup or why we wear makeup. Part of having a good makeup is having a good skincare base. I'm going to exfoliate my skin and I'm using an exfoliating scrub. You can exfoliate your skin using the exfoliator or exfoliant that works best for your skin type or for your skin. Follow through or follow your skincare regimen and make sure that it is your regular skincare regimen. When I'm done exfoliating my face, I'm going to wash my face and allow it to air dry. Next, I'm going to use a serum on my face. In the beginning of the video, my skin is actually really dry and I want to bring back moisture on my face. You don't want to work with a really dry skin, or you don't want to apply makeup on a dry skin. Your makeup will not sit properly. You want to make sure that your skin underneath your makeup is well hydrated. After applying my serum, I'm going to move on to applying my moisturizer all over on my face and allow that to sit in for a while. To start off my makeup, I'm going to use a primer on my skin, applying the primer in the areas of my face where I tend to produce all the most or where I need primer. If you're dry skin, apply primer in the areas of your face where you want to prime or where you need primer the most. For oily skin, apply in your T-zone area or on your T-zone area or on the other sides of your face where you need to prime. And next, I'm going to spot conceal, and I'm using a concealer that is also a corrector, and I'm placing the concealer in the areas of my face where I have dark spots to conceal. This is optional, especially if you have smooth skin. Most of us, we have dark areas or we have areas on our skin where we want to conceal to hide our imperfections underneath our makeup. If you have that, you can use a corrector to spot conceal or to correct that. I'm going to blend the concealer above the concealer using the small buffing brush, and as you can see, I have large pores in the center of my face or in the inner perimeter of my face. So I'm going to apply foundation to cover that up. You can skip foundation, you can use whatever product you want. You can use a concealer or you can use a skin tint, but if you're like me that love having foundation, I'm going to apply the foundation at the back of my hand and placing the foundation in the inner perimeter of my face, the areas of my face where I need coverage the most, and blend it out. So with this, you want to make sure that you apply little amounts at the back of your hand and build it up. You're not going to apply a generous amount, and the type of foundation you're going to use or the type of foundation I'm using is a foundation that is skin-like and is lightweight. I'm not using a full coverage foundation. Using a full coverage foundation will not achieve or give you the skin-like finish, because its full coverage is meant to cover up some areas of your face or other areas of your face. If that's the kind of coverage you're going for, or if you prefer using the full coverage foundation, that's up to you. Do you, baby girl? I'm also blending the foundation using a beauty sponge. You can use a foundation brush, but foundation brush tends to give you more fuller coverage. And also for my nose area, I'm not applying any product on my nose area. I'm using the leftover on my beauty sponge to apply on my nose area. Now, as you can see, the foundation on my skin is looking like we don't have product on, but we have product on it, but it's looking very natural and lightweight, and that is the kind of finish I usually prefer, or I prefer. Next, I'm going to use a concealer to highlight my under eye. I'm using a concealer that is one shade lighter than the foundation I used. I'm also going to be mixing two concealer shades together to place in the areas of my face where I want to highlight the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my under eye area. And I'm going to be blending the concealer using a beauty sponge, using the other side of the beauty sponge we did not use to blend the areas of my face where I applied concealer. I'm starting with my forehead area and my nose, the bridge of my nose, before proceeding to my under eye area. And when I'm done blending that, I'm going to go in using the same beauty sponge to blend out off the harsh lines, because we also do not want harsh lines on our makeup regardless of the finish we're going for. And if you've been following my channel up to now, you know we don't want see we don't like harsh lines here on this channel. I'm going to blend that using my beauty sponge. In your makeup application, blending is also part of what gives you a great finish. You'll see a significant difference when you go back in to blend your makeup product or your makeup application. And when I'm done doing that, I'm going to be using a setting powder, a finishing powder to set my under eye area, and I'm going in with a powder that is similar to the concealer we used earlier, and I'm using a powder brush. You can use a beauty sponge however you like, however you prefer, but for this process or for this step, I love using a powder brush, a small powder brush for my under eye area, or placing the powder in the areas where I want to set. Place the powder in my under eye area and my forehead area, especially the areas where we applied concealer, just to set those areas so the concealer does not move. And I'm lightly placing that on my face area. So now you can see what my face is looking like, or how my face is looking like. It looks like we don't have product on, and part of doing all of this step is making sure that when you're applying any powder product, make sure that you're dusting off the excess product so your face doesn't look overly applied with makeup. I'm gonna go in with the all over face powder, and I'm using the powder palette, and I'm mixing 2 shades from the powder palette to set the areas where we do not apply concealer and to blend off the harsh lines from the powder we just set. And I'm also going to be using the darker shade from the powder palette to blend for my contour, and I'm lightly placing that, and I'm dusting off the excess or tapping off the excess before placing the product on my face. So I'm placing in the areas of my face where I would usually contour or bronze, the hollows of my face, my forehead. You can see what my face is looking like. We don't have too much product going on my face, and that is what we want. We want to have the skin-like makeup or skin-like face, and you can achieve this type of look. It all depends on the application and the blending process. Finishing or completing the rest of my makeup off camera, and next I'm going to place highlight on my face, and I'm placing highlight in the areas of my face where I would usually highlight, and I'm avoiding the areas of my face where I have large pores. And if you have textured skin, you want to make sure that you avoid certain areas of your face, especially the areas where you have texture or the areas where you have large pores that you know are visible, because placing your highlights in those areas would enhance your pores and make it more visible, and you don't want that. You want to make sure that you place the highlights in the highest point of your face to enhance your facial features, and especially the areas of your face where light hit. And I'm setting my makeup using a setting spray to take off the powder feel. Another thing I like to do is to go over with a blotting powder to place in the areas of my face where I tend to produce all the most, my T-zone area, especially my under eye area, and where I have large pores, the bridge of my nose, my forehead. And that's it for this video. Whenever I'm in a hurry, I don't actually go for this type of look. I tend to apply way more products on my face, but I really enjoyed creating this look, and I love the finish from this look. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned 1 or 2 things in this video. Do let me know in the comment section down below. As usual, leave your suggestions in the comment section down below as well, and make sure to hit the red subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed to my channel. So once again, remember that everybody's skin is not the same, and people who wear makeup for different reasons. Regardless of the reason you're wearing makeup, always remember to do what works best for you. There are no rules to makeup. However, the blending process and the application process is important and is key to wearing makeup. While some people say makeup is a one-size-fits-all, others still say makeup is not a one-size-fits-all. I hope you enjoyed this video.